Well, chocolate and raspberries go well together, and for this holiday season, our Taste of the Ozarks chef Nicole Young shows us how to put them together in a pie that will wow your family and friends.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Taste of the Ozarks. We are getting close to Thanksgiving and it's time to start thinking about that Thanksgiving dessert. But for those of you who don't want to spend all day baking in the kitchen, I have an awesome and delicious pie recipe for you. So this one takes about 20 minutes all in to get it done, and it is a chocolate raspberry silk pie that is super simple and has very few ingredients to it. So let's go ahead and get started. We have sweetened condensed milk here. We're going to go ahead and add 2 cans of this to our bowl. Now, sweetened condensed milk is going to do a lot of things. It's going to add, obviously, the sweet to our pie, but it's also going to help it to have a nice thickness to it by the time that we're done as well. So get all that sweetened condensed milk in there. And then we are going to add 2/3 a cup of sour cream. Now, as you are making your dessert here, that sour cream is going to kind of balance some of that intense sweetness from the sweetened condensed milk. And then you might not think of lemon juice in a chocolate raspberry pie, but this does a couple of things. First of all, the citrus in this is going to help that mixture of the sweetened condensed milk and the sour cream to firm up when we put it in the oven. And then secondly, again, it's going to balance out that sweetness so that we've got a little bit of tart to our sweet. And honestly, a little tart in a chocolate pie does just amazing things. So now that we've got our lemon juice in there, we're gonna go ahead and add our chocolate to this. Now we have just taken some chocolate chips and melted them. I like to use a semi-sweet or a dark chocolate chip for this. You can obviously use whatever your preference is, but we are going to take all of these and get this nice and mixed together. You're gonna see initially it's gonna look a little marbled, but once we get it all combined here, it's gonna have a great texture. And now that most of that liquid's in there, we're gonna go ahead and take our whisk and whisk this together. And you're gonna see already it's getting a really nice chocolate color and consistency to it. Get this a nice whip in there. And it's got about a cake batter consistency, but we're gonna put this with a little bit of raspberry in the oven for about 10 minutes, which is gonna help to remove some of that moisture from the sweetened condensed milk. And then after this has had a chance to sit overnight in the refrigerator, this is going to have a perfect pie consistency to it. Go ahead and get some of those raspberries mashed down in there. And you do wanna mash them up just a little bit, just so that we can kind of get some of that raspberry flavor throughout our pie. Once we've done that, we are gonna put it in our pie crust. Now I am using a chocolate graham pie crust here. You could use a regular graham cracker pie crust or a shortbread pie crust, really whatever your preference is. If you have any leftover filling, if you're using a smaller pie crust, you can also put that in just some little individual portion size dishes and bake that as well. Again, a 300-degree oven for about 10 minutes. You're gonna take it out of the oven and let it set at room temperature for about 45 minutes, and then go ahead and put it in the refrigerator overnight. All right, so we have baked this, and what happens is your raspberries come up to the top here. You have a wonderful, delicious pie. We'll put a little Cool Whip topping on this one. Go ahead and serve it on Thanksgiving Day or whatever your time frame is. But you've put 20 minutes all day into this pie, and it's delicious, wonderful, ready to go for your guests on Thanksgiving. Give it a try, and we'll see you guys next time on Taste of the Ozarks.